held within one there with a little over 2 minutes to go. What was the difference down the stretch, how it kind of slipped away?
They came up with a ton of 50-50 balls, so you have to give them credit for the way in which they play. They play extremely hungry, getting after it, desperate. And so, those 50-50 balls hurt down the stretch, and then, that was a big portion of that down the stretch.
What can you say about your second unit, able to get you back in the game? Cole Anthony's shooting, obviously, but how did they provide a boost tonight?
I mean, you saw it. They provided a big-time spark. The pace in which they played, popping, the ball was popping, ball was moving, shots were going in, and I think that was a big portion of it.
For free throws, just real quick, for free throws to be a problem tonight at this point in the year, just what can you do to avoid that in the future, and what can you say about the free throws tonight?
We shot 52%. That's not good. I can say that. I can say that it's a level of concentration. Nobody steps to the free throw line not thinking that they're going to make the shot. I think they step in, wanting to step in with confidence, just more concentration and knock them down. We'll get more of that work in tomorrow, watch the film, and go from there.
Coach, starting the game with an 11-point quarter, obviously that's not ideal. What did you see from your team to kind of fight back and kind of stay in the hunt despite that poor start?
Similar to the Sacramento game, shots were not falling, free throws were not falling. Again, it wasn't that there were not good looks. We were getting open and good looks. We missed some at the rim, easy ones at the rim. So I think those levels of concentration we can continue to get better at, continue to work on. But being able to stay the course and not let it get too far away from us, those guys did a great job of bouncing back in the game and getting it close, like you said, to a 1-point game.
Two things with AB tonight. One, was it in the game plan or within the flow of the game to kind of get him those early rotational minutes tonight?
Combination of both. I think, you start out thinking about the matchups and, being able to guard Chris Paul and, Podemski. I think those are situations that you look at for those parts of the game, and just being able to get those, those touches, those reps, that's part of it.
Do you think that we could see him, moving forward just down the stretch now, just getting some more rotational minutes as we ramp up to the postseason?
I think it's going to be constant changing pieces, just because of what we have, guys coming back in, guys coming back out. These are a lot of times why it happens, but he's going to continue to stay ready and play the part that we've asked him to continue to play within this group.
Jamahl, this is another game against an experienced, high-quality opponent. What do you think your guys might have learned from this loss?
We'll just continue to stay poised regardless of what's happening. And again, it comes down to the little things in this situation, and that the big portion of that tonight was our free throws. The free throw line, shooting 52%, and then, turning it over 11 times for 19 points. Those live ball turnovers hurt, because then they get it early, easy baskets, But you got to tip your hat for the way in which they came out and played, desperate and hungry, and then I think that's something we can take away from that, knowing how every team is going to come into this arena.
Going back to kind of those last 2 minutes down by one, what did you think of the shot selection that you guys made, and maybe even passing up some shots? I know there's that 24-second shot clock violation, but what did you think about the late game execution, knowing what's going to come in the playoffs?
Well, being able to go back and look at the film is one piece of it. The other part, we found some mismatches. They double teamed. We made the right play. We were trying to make one more pass, shot clock violation. You can't fault them for trying to make the right play. Cole was wide open in the corner on Jalen's backdoor cut. So being able to get good looks, being willing and wanting to share the ball in that moment, you have to say that's what you want your guys to do.
Coach, Joe Ingles had kind of extended minutes from the third into the fourth quarter. Was that more so you liked the matchup with him in there, or was it, just getting Jalen some extra rest to finish the game out?
Some of it was it's going to be a combination within the games. I liked the way in which he was playing, playmaking, distributing, communicating on the floor, his poise, the leadership there was great. And then, obviously, Jalen chasing Steph all over the court. I think being able to get him extended rest at that moment was very important to us as well.